Once dawn was the loudest part of the day. The world used to wake up to the sound of birds, millions of them. Fields buzzed with bees, forests rustled with life. Rivers ran full and clean. It wasn't paradise, it was earth, alive and balanced. But then we cleared the forests, we drained the wetlands, we paved the meadows and sprayed the soil, and little by little, the world grew quiet. Since the 1970s, the planet has lost over 70% of its wildlife populations. In the UK alone, more than 90% of wildflower meadows are gone. Less than 1% of our natural forests remain. Every year, thousands of species lose their homes, not because of fire or flood, but because we choose to replace life with profit. And as habitats vanished, so did the creatures that once filled them. The insects that pollinated our food, the fungi that held the soil together, the predators that kept balance, the songs that woke the morning. We didn't just lose animals, we lost connection, we lost protection, we lost the wild part of ourselves. But there is another way. All around the world, wherever people have stepped back and allowed nature to return, life has come roaring back, louder, stronger, more resilient than before. Rewilding is not wishful thinking, it is proven. It is how we bring back biodiversity. It is how we restore carbon sinks. It is how we give future generations something more than just memories of what once was. We've tried controlling nature and nearly lost everything. Now it is time to try something older, something wiser. It is time to rewild. Rewilding is not a trend. It is not a luxury. It is a necessity. It is the act of stepping back so that nature can step forward. It means planting trees, but also letting trees plant themselves. It means wildflowers where there used to be sterile lawns. It means bringing back the birds, the bees, the fungi, the foxes. It is soil becoming rich again, rivers running clearer, air becoming sweet. It is the earth breathing and us learning how to breathe with it. Where artificial solutions gamble with our future, rewilding grounds us in it. We do not need to spray chemicals into the sky to fight climate change. We need to bring life back to the ground. Forests sequester carbon naturally. Meadows restore biodiversity. Fungi knit entire ecosystems back together underground. This is nature's technology, and it works. It always has. And best of all, it invites us in. Rewilding isn't just about the land, it is about us. Communities growing food together, planting native trees together, healing broken spaces together. It is workshops, seed bombs, shared knowledge. It is children seeing butterflies again, elders watching hedgehogs return. It is local, it is real, and it is now. While governments throw £50 million into geoengineering projects, trying to dim the sun, alter the clouds, and control the sky, rewilding reminds us that we do not need to play God. We just need to play our part. Nature does not need to be managed. It needs to be respected. Rewilding is healing, not hiding. Restoration, not manipulation. It strengthens our resilience instead of weakening our trust in the earth. It offers hope that grows, literally, from the ground up. If you're wondering what you can do, start here. Plant a tree. Let your garden grow wild. Support local rewilding efforts. Speak, paint, sing, share. Reclaim the land, one seed at a time. Because the choice is not just scientific, it is moral. Do we continue down the path of control, or do we return to care? Do we engineer, or do we rewild? This is our moment to decide. Let us not fall for illusions wrapped in white coats and billion-pound experiments. Let us remember what we already know. Nature heals when we let it. There was once a place, it could have been anywhere, an abandoned field, a forgotten park, the edge of a schoolyard, a strip of land behind a factory. Nothing special, just another space we stopped seeing. Over the years it was left behind. The grass grew patchy, the soil turned dry. The birds stopped coming. It was the kind of place that people walked past without a second glance. But then someone stopped. Not a scientist, not a government agent, just a person. They scattered a few seeds, pulled out a broken fence, let the nettles grow, left the dandelions alone. And something small began to shift. A bee came back, then a butterfly. The grass grew long and swayed in the wind like it remembered how to dance. Birdsong returned to the morning. Children stopped to watch. An elder man smiled and said, "I remember when it used to be like this." The place came back to life, not all at once, but moment by moment. Not because of a grand plan or billion-pound strategy, but because somebody cared enough to begin. And that's the truth of rewilding. It doesn't require permission. It doesn't wait for policy. It begins when we do. Every seed planted, every corner left wild, every act of care is a spark. And when enough sparks are lit, the world starts to glow again. So whether you live in a city, in a flat, countryside home, whether you have a garden, a balcony, or your own voice, you have the power to rewild, to restore the song, to remember the balance, to bring the world back to life. Let the wild return, and let us return with it.